All right, let us continue this transmission in the following way. Allow yourselves to please relax and become comfortable in your seats. Let go of the cares of the day. You are right now, right here, in the center of your being, the most important place you need to be, here and now. So allow yourselves to breathe deeply and easily. Feel your body relax, all the way from your head down to your feet, out to your fingertips. Let go of all the things you need not be focused on at this moment other than what is happening before you. And as you continue to breathe gently, deeply, easily, and become more and more relaxed, allow your lights to play and your music to rise. And let the vibrations carry you away as you observe the holotope before you and the play of light and sound that transport you to other realities. Allow yourselves to continue to breathe. Relax and be open. And let the lights come in your eyes and course their way down your nerves, into your brain, into your body. The sounds also, vibrations find their way within you. Relax, let go, let in. And now allow yourselves the opportunity, as you continue to breathe, to imagine and open up to the infinite array of parallel realities that already exist here and now. And as you contemplate this infinite hall of mirrors, each mirror being another frame, another reality, an alternate universe, another probability, allow yourselves to feel in this moment the tick of the clock that allows you to experience zero. And now redefine yourself from that clean slate with one quality that you prefer yourself to contain. Be it more expansion, more awareness, more love, more creativity, more insight, more action, more abundance in various forms. Allow yourself to simply feel immersed in that singular vibration of that one attribute, just for the moment, just that one. Allow its resonance to vibrate within you, whatever it may be that you have chosen. And now allow yourself to zero out again, go blank. And now pick another attribute, or the same if you wish, to reinforce it, or add to it, whatever other attribute you prefer to express. Compassion, empathy. Again, awareness, creativity, farsight. Allow yourself to zero out, go blank. See it as a clean slate. Use your imagination in any way you wish to either write on that slate or manifest from that slate in 1, 2, or 3 dimensions or more, in whatever way works for you. But experience the idea of that collapse of all attributes into a zero stasis, a blank slate, empty, void, and then redefine, come back, reappear with new attributes, new ideas, new understandings, new perspectives, new reality. And as you continue with every breath to zero out and recreate new attributes, or the same, more expanded ones, Then zero out and bring back the attributes. Bring back the definitions you prefer. Create the definitions you prefer and zero out. And as you continue to do this for yourself as an individual, begin to feel the connection you have to the entire earth. And as you zero out, feel the entire earth go blank. It is featureless, just a sphere floating in a void, no expression, nothing on it. And now you see things growing, the trees, the mountains, the streams, the rocks, the animals, the sky, emerging from it, spreading out. Then zero it out. A smooth sphere with no features, once again. And now again the attributes come back, again and again, and each time they do, see them more and more in the configuration that you prefer the world to reflect to you. See joy and beauty and nature in harmony. And zero it out, all of it. And once again, with every breath, over and over, each time you zero it out, see things growing again, reconfiguring, recrystallizing in ways that are magnificent and grand and bold and beautiful and bright and lively and loving. And zero out the entire reality. And once again, see them coming back as crystalline forms, growing, becoming more and more in every way, with every pass, representative and reflective of the reality you prefer. Seeing people enjoying their lives, loving one another, creating together, and living lives of fulfillment. And zero it out and bring it all back in whatever configuration now seems most representative of the state you prefer. And zero it out, and zero it out, and bring it back, and zero it out, and bring it back, faster and faster, and zero it out, blank slate, bring it all back, zero it out, blank slate, bring it all back, zero it out, blank slate, bring it all back. And continue to experience the tick of the clock that allows you to go to zero again and again and again and again. The reality is not permanent. The reality is an illusion. You reconfigure it according to your state of being, your vibration of preference, constantly zeroing it out. As you walk through your daily life, go back to zero every moment, every moment, every moment. When you wish to do this exercise, go back to zero every moment, every moment, every moment. As you each take one step and then another, between the steps, you zero out. And you step into a new world. And before you take the next step, you zero out and step into a new world that configures itself and reconfigures itself before your eyes again and again and again, becoming more and more and more the world you prefer to see, to experience, to feel, to live in. More and more. Zero it out with every step, with every breath. Zero, 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 zero. Reshape, 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 reshape. Be the shapeshifters of the world. The shapeshifters of your own free will. The shapeshifters of your destiny, expressed in all the passionate ways that you can imagine. Zero, zero, zero. Regrow, regrow, regrow. Zero, rebirth. Zero, rebirth. Zero, reconfigure. Zero, expand. Zero, expand. Faster and faster and faster. With every breath, every heartbeat, every step. You're walking through portals and portals of parallel realities, passing through the zeros and stepping into a new world. Passing through another zero and stepping into a new world. Passing through another zero and stepping into a new world. These portals, these doorways are open for you. And you see the world around you constantly shifting and changing, and growing and reshaping itself in beautiful and bright and brilliant ways. Constantly shifting. Change, change, change. Zero and change, zero and change, zero and change. Let it become smooth and smoother and faster until it is so fast it becomes almost imperceptible that it is happening. Yet you know that it is. You allow it to become smooth, continuous, and automatic. And this is the way you perceive the world. This is the way you perceive the reality. But you now know that you are zeroing out billions of times per second. The earth is zeroing out billions of times per second. The universe is zeroing out billions of times per second and reforming and reshaping and regrowing and expanding in new configurations, each and every time more and more reflective and representative of the reality you prefer to experience. It is a continuum of change, a paradox, a continuum of change that always goes back to zero, zero, zero. And in that zero, that apparent nothing, is the infinity of all probabilities that you can choose from that are relevant for you in your life. Zero is not empty. It is filled with the probabilities of choice. Zero and everything. Zero and all that is. Zero and infinity are the same. With every breath, with every heartbeat, with every step, zero is infinity. Choose. Zero is infinity. Choose. Zero is infinity. Choose. Let yourself continue to breathe gently and easily with this new understanding crystallizing within your consciousness. Let it sink in. Let the changes flow. Let yourself zero out. There is nothing to fear, for you have infinite choice to be yourself. The self you prefer to be. The self you prefer to see in the reflections around you that you call physical reality. With every step, with every breath, with every beat of your heart, breathe. In and out, a new reality. In and out, a new reality. Every out, you zero out. Every in, you breathe in a new reality. You breathe in a new world. You breathe as a new you. Zero is your freedom to choose. Be free. Be here. Be now. And be at peace. And be in the flow of your true being. Be present. Be you. And feel the waves of the unconditional support and unconditional love that permeate all of existence. It is your lifeblood. It sustains you. It is what and who you are. Existence itself, aware of itself, experiencing itself in all the ways it can, in all the ways that it is, discovering itself anew every moment. New every moment. New every moment. 0, 0, 0. Allow yourself now to simply drift and breathe. Drift and breathe. And float upon the currents of creation, knowing this is now a part of your awareness, a part of your understanding. And that understanding is all it takes to change what you experience, yourself, your reality, your world, your universe, your multiverse, your metaverse. You're all that is to be. Allow your music to soften and your lights to dim, and just float freely in the void, letting it all sink in. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. And welcome home to your true self. 0 and infinity, here and now. Our unconditional love to you all. We hold you in our hearts. Sweet dreams.
Now, in doing that, you then set up the stage for the next level down, which you call the unconscious mind. And in this sense, this is the first layer of the 3 parts of what you call the physical personality construct, which is composed of the unconscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the conscious mind, as you call it, and contains in the unconscious mind the beliefs and definitions, and in the subconscious mind, the emotional energies, and in the conscious mind, the thought patterns that, when combined, form the 3-sided prism of personality that thus then, working together, expresses itself in the form of what you call the ego structure, the personality structure, that thus then exhibits the behavior that you exhibit in physical reality experience. So the idea here is to understand, very importantly, that in physical reality, as the vibrational levels, in a sense, coalesce, as they lower and lower and lower, all the way down to the level of what you call your conscious mind on the 9th level, because you have created the experience of physical reality on Earth in a particular way, and because you have focused for thousands of years the idea that your control, that your mastery of life, that your focus of life happens only through the personality or ego structure, that it seems to be the thing that's in charge, in control, doing all of the machinations and all of the perceiving and all of the experiencing of physical reality, you have, because of that experience, erroneously many times labeled the conscious mind as the one at the top, as the one in charge. When you have done this, when you started to define the conscious mind as the one at the top and the one in charge, what you started creating for yourself was the idea that all the other levels existed in some sense below you. So you created a shadow reflection of the ideas of a few of the levels above you and created the idea that they would appear to be below you, even labeling them in ways that intimated that they were beneath your conscious mind. That's why you use the term subconscious and unconscious, and the idea then of the collective unconscious. In creating this shadow reflection downward, which isn't real, it's just an illusion, but it seems real to the conscious mind because the conscious mind thinks it's on the top, so it must be on the top of something. It thus then assumes that the emotions that exist within the subconscious mind are a lower frequency. And it assumes that the belief systems in the unconscious mind are a lower frequency still, deep down below, beneath, under the conscious mind. And assumes that the collective unconscious is, in a sense, lower still in vibration, deep, deep, deep down underneath the conscious mind. For when you see the idea, when you hear the idea, in a sense, of hypnosis, and you go into the idea of the subconscious or unconscious or collective unconscious mind, as you have labeled them, you always say, well, you're going to go deep, you're going to go down, down, down into these levels of consciousness below and beneath and under your conscious mind, which is the waking state. Now, herein lies the secret. As you can see from the diagram, even though you have created the illusion in the shadow reflection that these levels are vibrationally lower than your conscious mind, you can see in the diagram that they're actually vibrationally higher than the conscious mind. Which means that if you actually want to find out what your beliefs are that may be creating the reality experience you are having, you don't go down in vibration to find them, you need to go up. Everything from the conscious mind is up. All of the answers are up. Only the questions and forgetfulness are down. The idea, therefore, is that anytime you think, anytime you pose the idea that in order to access your beliefs or access your emotions or access things that you have hidden and compartmentalized from your conscious mind, anytime you think that you have to go down in consciousness to get them, under the conscious mind to get them, you are actually calling your vibration, you're calling upon your frequency, your signature frequency, to lower itself. And when you call upon your signature frequency to lower itself from a place which is the lowest vibration, all you do is find out that the shadow reflections are nothing but a shadow, that there really is nothing lower. But if you don't understand that, by forcing your vibration down, or at least attempting to force your vibration down where there is nowhere to go, you create a kind of repulsion. It kind of bounces back and magnifies and amplifies and pushes against you in a very specific way, because you're telling it must. You have assigned it the task of discovering something on a lower frequency that doesn't exist. And it keeps coming back to you to tell you, there's nothing down there. I have nowhere to go. Why are you pushing me down there? That's not where the answers are. And if you keep doing that, thinking that you have to keep going down and deeper and deeper and under in order to find the answers, it will push back more and more strongly, creating a cycle within you of frustration, a cycle within you of negativity, and that act is what thus then generates the experience called the negative ego, where suddenly you are frustrated and become angry about why this isn't working. Why do I not have control? Why is my reality not changing? Why am I not shifting in the way I wish to? Why can I not find out what those beliefs are that are creating my reality? Why? As we said, when you go down further than you are, all you find is why? So the idea is to recognize that from this point forward, taking your cue from this diagram, anytime you want to discover the idea of the feelings that are connected to the beliefs, and you want to find out what those beliefs are that are determining the definitions of your reality and the experience of your physical reality, you must raise your frequency. You must go up and expand in order to go back up to the level of the unconscious mind and up to the level of the subconscious mind. You may wish to relabel these things if you wish to remind yourself that they are not below you, not beneath you. Whatever names you wish to give them will work as long as they are representative of you taking your vibration upward and not downward when you seek to explore the idea of what beliefs are creating your reality experience. Because remember, All your physical reality experiences stem from your thoughts and your behaviors, which always stem from your feelings, which always stem first from your beliefs. But you must go up to find them in vibrational resonance. Now, as we said, let us explain the little difference, which is actually a profound difference, between the idea of what is called the soul and what is called the spirit on the individual soul-spirit level. Once you have differentiated your frequency as a consciousness all the way down the ladder into physical reality, and you have your physical reality experience, you live your physical life, for whatever duration you have decided is the natural duration that would allow you to explore the themes you chose to explore in that reality experience. Once you have done that, you have, in a sense, really created a unique persona, a unique experience. You have taken all that knowledge, all that experience, all that information, and you have, in a sense, imprinted it on the soul.